God bless you, beautiful people on YouTube and on Facebook this morning. Blessings to your family this morning. Hey, well, we're going to dive in there real quick on a couple things this morning. We're going to talk about very familiar scriptures, John 10 and 10. And most of us heard it, and you heard so many people, girl, the devil been bothering my stuff, girl. I got up last night and went to start my car, and it didn't start up. The devil been bothering my stuff. Girl, my microwave didn't work last night. The devil been bothering my stuff. The devil been bothering my husband. The devil been bothering my wife. And we all have said, I'll find my right hand if you can't find yours. But just to let you know, the devil don't have that much power. He really don't. And don't give the devil that much power to believe that he can change stuff that's in your life, because he don't have the power to do that. First of all, he don't want your raggedy house. I don't care if it's $1 million house or it's a shack in the hood. God don't want that. God don't want your Lexus, sure don't want your Mercedes. It don't have nothing to do with your Rolls Royce, because he don't want that. He don't drive. He don't care nothing about your car. He wants what's driving the car, soul. That's what he wants. He wants you to look at that car, look at that house, and think that you're more than what you are because you owning that house or that car. Well, I'm here to let you know, I buried a lot of people, including my wife, bless her heart. They didn't take nothing with them. Watched my mama leave. She didn't take nothing with her. All them nice pots and pans and the way she could bake and cook, mom didn't take nothing with her. So what you're saying, Pastor, you're not taking nothing with you. You know, the old saying is, behind the ambulance car, I've never seen a U-Haul. You taking your stuff with you. So you crazy running around for all this material stuff, trying to bling and trying to do that. And some of your raggedy family members, yes, I did say raggedy family members, waiting in line for you to die to get that little weak stuff. Well, I'm here to let everybody know, if any of my family worried about whether I want their stuff, I don't want the stuff I got. Let me say that again. I don't want the stuff I got. I'm trying to see who, if I leave it, who would take care of it, at least pass it on. Most of the family members I watch, big construction companies give, after their dad died, mother died, gave the business to them sons, and they sold the material to me for dope. This was years ago. I watched I'm talking about one of the big construction companies around here, no name for no blame. I watched his sons give all the equipment away, sold tractors, $40,000, $50,000 tractors for $2,200, $5,000, and just to get the money for drugs. So what are you saying? Enjoy your life while you here. Give something to them children so you can see what they do with the little money. But you take that money and woo, money is a circle. It goes around and around. Have you noticed everything we throw away, they redo it and turn it back into something that we using again? I ain't gonna get no help. This cup that I'm using, and Notre Dame, they gonna sponsor me one day. This cup is recycled by stuff we throw away. So it's a circle. So what you get, you're not taking it out of here. So I want to dive in this scripture because I had to go back, and I'm going back over my life out of all the stuff that I've been bamboozled through the church coming up. Yes, I did say through the church coming up, to let you know that you need to study to show yourself approved. That's where you feel good. Even though you have a pastor, you have a first lady or elect lady at the church. First lady is not in the Bible either. So you can kill all that. It's not a first lady in the Bible. First lady is the president's wife. So that's a whole nother page. But all this stuff we say all the time is not in the Bible. Especially when you read John 10 and 10. Yeah, the thief come to kill, steal, and destroy. He messing with my stuff. Well, that devil ain't even in that scripture. That is not even talking about it. And I had to learn. Come on, I had to learn that it's not the devil that they're talking about. You know what he's talking about? You and I. Pastors that's up here trying to act like they're a pastor, but they're thieves. They only care about themselves. And I'm telling everybody, if you go to a local church, I'm going to get in trouble right here. You go to a local church, your name is on that roster at that church. They show where you was in the kitchen at the fish fry. They showed where you was making sweet potato pie for the church dinners. You a tithe payer of that church. If something happened to you, that pastor of that church is supposed to know your voice. You're supposed to know his voice, and you can call on him for help. Yes, I did say help. I didn't say that the churches is no bank, that you go there trying to be slick and use people like people try to do. I come from the street. Don't come to my church trying to be slick like you trying to get some money. Just tell me if you want 20 bucks for a bag of weed. Tell me you want 20 bucks for a shot of heroin. I don't know what you're doing, but don't come and lie. Yeah, we need some money, but I got to give my baby some Pampers and stuff, Pastor, if I could just get $40. Don't do that. When you know you're going to the liquor store, don't curse yourself. Just tell the truth. Why? The truth will set you free. Because if you come to me, I know already, basically, if you're lying or not. Hey, man, let me get 10 bucks, man. I gotta catch the bus. So, no, I know you going to the liquor store. Just tell me the truth. The truth will do what? Set you free, and then I can help you. Let me read this in your hearing so you don't look at me funny. John chapter 10, verse 10. It said, the thief cometh not but to steal and to kill and to destroy. I come that I might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. God, this is God working through Jesus Christ, letting us know that he got you. And pastors, he's talking about, when it said the thief cometh, he's talking about the pastors of the church. Like harlots, like prostitutes, trying to get all the money they can. Don't care nothing about your soul. Church folks don't care nothing about your soul, just trying to be up in there just for doing all the wrong things and not nothing of God. This is what he's talking about, us. The devil don't have no power. Verse 11, I am a good shepherd. Here we go. A good shepherd gives his life for his sheep. He's talking about me. But he that is a hireling and not a shepherd, who owns the sheep, are not seeth the wolf coming, and leadeth the sheep to flee, and the wolf to scatter them. My God, to scatter the sheep. Verse 13, the hireling flees because he is a hireling and cares not for the sheep. So he's talking about people in the church. If you go to the church wounded with a broke arm, when you leave, they done broke your left one too. So your right and your left arm is broke. This is what church folks do to you. Just to give you something, just to turn the corner a little bit, I was propositioned the other night about a young lady. I took her out to dinner as friends, and we took her for a ride as friends. And I'm just keeping it real. You can believe it or not, but the Bible lets me know you can't judge me. Only one to judge. You ain't got power enough to set the judgment seat. Only God, Jesus Christ, can judge me. So whether you believe I'm telling the truth or not, I'm just telling you the truth. Because I will tell you if I did wrong too. I'm going to tell you because I'm a man. I lost my wife 6 years ago, so I ain't tripping. But I am letting you know I ain't gay either. But this woman propositioned me. She just asked me, said, well, we've been on a couple dates, and we, took me for a ride and even bought me a Frosty at Wendy's. But when are we going to do it? And I told her, I said, well, sweetheart, well, let me tell you something. If I'm going to jump into bed with a whole bunch of women, then I think I should lay this matter down as a pastor. I said, I'm just being honest. Not that you're not beautiful, not that I wouldn't mind just, jumping off the chandeliers, but this particular time, sweetie, I have to say no because of the fact I don't know you well enough. You don't know me well enough. So I have to be so careful. You have to be so careful. And I look at you as assets, not a liability, if that makes sense. So it sort of went pretty good, and she sort of understood, but I'm just trying to let you know because I'm trying to be real with you. Don't think it's over because you get older. It's not over either. The devil is still trying to attack, even though this verse is not talking about the devil. Where it says that the thief coming to steal, he's talking about people. People attached to your life can tear your life up. It don't have to be no devil. You don't have to give the devil ain't trying to get your little house. He ain't trying to get your job. He care less about your paycheck. He trying to get you to stay away from God, Jesus Christ, if that make any sense. I could read you more of this. I want you to read John chapter 10, verse 10 and read all of that. Matter of fact, just read the whole book of John. We have nothing else to do but get in this word so you can study to show yourself approved. And no, it does not mean when it said a thief is coming, it's not talking about the devil. He's talking about the harlots. He's talking about the pastors that's making money off of people, not helping people, and the church folks that all they do inside the church is talk about people. And so you have a den of thieves. This is where Jesus got mad at the Passover when they were selling stuff in the Passover, and he went tripping and whooping them and telling them, you do not sell stuff in my temple. You have made this a den of thieves. This is what he was talking about. Selling CDs, all this stuff sold in the church and not trying to help anyone. So this is what the text John chapter 10, verse 10 is talking about when it said, the thief cometh to steal, kill, and destroy. It is not talking about the devil. It's talking about us, how we are when we get something and how we think that we're more than other people. And as a pastor, my job is to make sure I help people much as I can. And everybody that go to One Lord, One Spirit outreach, you know, if you're going through something, that's your fault. Because I teach us too well. I have too many businesses inside of the church. We have resources in our church. No one in my church should be slagging or slothful because we don't play that. Not in One Lord, One Spirit outreach. We want you to grab this Jesus, grab it right, because we already know how you act in the world. So don't come to the church acting like you so holy and I know you're a hot mess, because I'm going to reveal to you who you really are. If that makes any sense, because I don't have no time to play with you. Come to the church, join up, be a member, be right by being a member, and I guarantee you, One Lord, One Spirit outreach will help you go to another level if you desire. That's the word of the day. Remember, John 10 and 10 is not talking about the devil. He's talking about you and me. I love you all. Be blessed. Have a good day today. It's Monday.